right, I am here with Mark Shinn, and we are going to talk about an extraordinary event that happened here. It's called Promotional Professionals Pay It Forward Day. Good afternoon, Mark. How are you?
Hey, very good, Jeff. Good afternoon to you.
All right, Mark. Mark was one of the organizers of this event, and he's going to share a little bit about how it came about. And Mark, how did it come about, actually?
Well, Jeff, actually down in your neck of the woods in Southern California around the SAC show, a number of us suppliers and distributors and reps, we were talking about all the volunteerism that people do, in their own communities, throughout their own regionals, as what we do as a national industry, and what people do really in their home communities. We were talking about all that volunteerism, and we thought, why don't we come up with a day to where people can go out and do something, and we can all do it as a collective team, across the industry. And so there we go. We picked the date of November 6th, and we were off and running. So
wow, it really is tremendous. And of course, being a marketing madman, we always look at the marketing opportunities that are out there to showcase really what our industry is all about in heart and in the branding. And I know there was a logo and such created for the program. But before we get to that logo, which I by the way, I do want to try to hit those people up for a T-shirt, because I'm a T-shirt addict. Tell me, Mark, how did it all start? How was it organized? It's sort of a grassroots thing, I realize. So tell us about that.
Well, again, as a few of us were talking, we, in the next few days, we were off and running. We put a page together out on Facebook, and we started telling people about this day and just mark your calendars and so on. And we had over 400 people in the first couple of weeks sign up for this and start inviting their friends and just telling everybody about the story, what we wanted to do. We wanted people, the professionals in our industry, to commit to some time that they would do on behalf of their local community. And so we also got, and you can refer to that page, I think you'll be able to pop it up on the screen here. We also developed a page for organizers, to where when people would raise their hand and say that, hey, I want to put together my company or my regional association, or I'm a supplier and I want to grab a couple of distributors locally in the community and we want to do something together. And all of this came about, kind of organically. People were coming up with these ideas, and much like you said, we created a logo, and if you could show that up on the screen there, we had a contest across the country. We had over a dozen submissions, and this is what we came up with. So.
Yeah, really a great looking logo. I have such admiration for people who can kind of grab a theme and create it with the hands and so forth. Who did the logo?
Gentleman's name is Max Quartermine from Leashables, actually in Colorado.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, we had some great different ones to choose from, and this one just came forward from a little vote we did on our Facebook page. So, yeah.
Right, excellent. Well, so tell us, Mark, a little bit about how the events came about.
Sure.
And such.
Sure, and again, the idea came about in the summer, and so we pushed it out a couple of months, on the calendar, try to find a good date. It's not always going to work for everybody across the country, but we picked this date for our first year anyway, hoping to have more every year again. We picked November 6th, and with a couple of months preparation, people were able to, again, gather local people in their local community. A couple of regionals were able to gather themselves together, and they made it a regional event. And you'll be able to, I know, show a couple of images here too, where we had a company down in Southern California, Adventure Tees, the people that do some of those compressed tees. They outfitted all of their staff with the logo shirts, and they went out and they painted a mural on a local elementary school right in their San Diego community there. That was one different thing that we did. Another one I wanted to mention was a gal by the name of Sadie Schleif in Minnesota, and she went out and on behalf of one of the tornado victims in a recent tornado in Minnesota, she went out and volunteered on 2 days, the whole weekend, and helped put back together somebody's house that had been damaged during a tornado up there. So.
What's really near and dear to me is this idea that we need to reach outside our crazy, insane lives to simply be available to help other people. And I know that, hello, Jeff, I am a confessed workaholic, but it really has been my heart, and I do some things locally working with the nonprofits, but I think this is so important. We've got to get outside ourselves, And the idea that groups of people in our industry would go out and have this type of impact around the country is very exciting. And I think there's going to be great things coming of this, and possibly even some business stimulated
Absolutely.
as well.
Absolutely. And Jeff, you touched on some things already. We already noticed that a lot of us are already doing volunteerism in our local community. And second of all, many of our companies are already creating products for some of our customers that are help to encourage their own communities inside their own industries, to do volunteerism, or maybe they're helping to build a Habitat for Humanity house or something like that. Just touching on one more thing, and you'll be able to show this image, hopefully also the regional down in Kappa in southern Texas and San Antonio, Austin area. They got together as a group and they put something together in their own community, and you'll be able to show that image here, I hope, as well. And so we're hoping that, again, as the groundswell comes up, that we'll come up with other ideas to where people can take some more pride in what we do as as an industry community. So
I think this is going to be great as we move forward into 2011. Anything else you'd like to share?
No, I think we touched on most of them. Jeff, first of all, thanks for the opportunity to get this word out again. I know we had a number of, public or PR messages that went out on this through various publications, but anytime that we can just keep that momentum going and make this happen even better for next year, I think it's great for all of us. So.
Right, absolutely. And, free promo tips is a very powerful communication vehicle in the industry, and this is just one of the things we like to do. It's not all about just pushing forward industry commentary and business articles and the great products our suppliers have. It's really about personal and professional development. So we are just thrilled to play a small role in getting the word out on this. So thanks for all your efforts, Mark, and have a great day.
Thank you, Jeff.